Yeah, hello. Okay, so I got your question, and because this was going to be a long one, I decided to make a short video reply to it. I will try to be quick and explain it clearly. Well, the question was, should I roam or not? What should I do? Zyra roamed. I didn't. You felt like Zyra had a bigger impact. He got the tower and that kind of stuff, right? Now, I don't have the full information. I don't have the replay file, but from what I see, I can understand that you have not a lot of gold. Like you have 700 gold by the time you talk about the recall. You have 900 gold, and right now you have Lost Chapter and Boots and the Blade probably. And those items means you can actually play the game. You are a okay champion, but you don't have ult. That's a big deal. And the second thing is your draft. When I look at your draft, I see hard scaling ADC, very good scaling support. You are also a scaling mage. There's a Tryndamere jungle for some reason, but that champion scales magnificently, and there's a Nasus too. So if nothing happens and game goes on and rounds out, you guys are happy. With this information, there's a Zyra in the mid lane. Like it is not a very realistic approach for you to think about, okay, I'm gonna beat this Zyra in lane 1 or something. Like champion is like a other wave clear champions. You cannot actually interact with Zyra. Think about Mazhar. Champion just clears waves, and if you try to fight with him, you usually get beaten up. The best thing you can do, just farm and mushrooms if you can. In your situation, what do you think about the roam thing? Right now, you are getting a kill on Diana. Diana gets 2 grabs, and you get a single grab. And your Tryndamere has a lot of gold. Now, one thing that I am pretty sure that you didn't take into consideration is Tryndamere wants to recall and open up bot side. There is no objective in top side. Both of the top side enemy jungle and your top side jungle, both of them, like this is what I'm talking about. Everything is cleared in top side. There's no objective, and no one actually cares about top lane. So everyone will most likely gonna start here and try to make something in this area. Now, coming to your question, after you clear this wave, you're gonna have a roam timer or a gank timer or base timer, whatever you want to do, because this wave is a cannon wave. What I would like you to do is push this instantly and go recall. I know you are not gonna have a lot of gold on your backpack to spend. Like you can buy tier 2 boots, maybe the most impactful thing that you can do, but it's not about the what you buy, it's more about the tempo. Because like I said, people gonna open up in bot lane. Zyra is coming up with a spent gold and full HP, full mana. I don't think you can stay here and fist fight this Zyra or follow him anywhere if he tries to move on bot side. Because, well, yeah, you have Lost Chapter, you are about to level up, you're gonna get some mana, but it's not like you can really fight here, right? So it's just a good idea to take the recall. Now, coming up to the second part of this equation, should you roam right now or not? Well, one thing you need to understand is your support roamed grabs. This was your support, what he did. He warded this, some shenanigans happened, and enemy support didn't. Nami is in this bot lane against a Caitlyn. This is a 1 versus 2. In this situation, you should understand and expect full control by enemy team. This means they're gonna clear this ward, they're gonna make sure this is warded, and they're gonna push this wave. When this is cleared and warded, like you are not gonna see them. So if Diana actually runs it down here and tries to cheese you, you can get fucked because you won't have vision. They're gonna have vision, so it is hard for you to roam this. And secondly, there's a Sivir who is just hit the level 6, so you know he is gonna have ultimate 100% of the time. You may or may not have the information about the flash timers. Like I'm not sure if you follow it or not, but it's kind of irrelevant because this is already a Sivir. Like this guy can press ult and spell shield and run off. Like it is a very low probability of success. Now, when we think about these things, it really doesn't benefit you to ward or not to ward. It's not a good idea for you to roam, because if you follow this, Lulu decides to walk past this and try to make something happen. Now, with the hindsight, you're gonna say, "Oh, if I roam with Lulu, we may kill them." Bro, you are never gonna kill them. Like I said, it's gonna be warded, and this play won't work because they can actually run away. In this moment, when they see SYNDRA 2 in that river, they are not gonna stay there. And that fight happens because they know you are in mid lane and they know Tryndamere is in base. So basically, if you make some changes in this spot, enemy team gonna make some adjustments. So you cannot say, "Oh, if I run with Lulu, we kill them." No, you don't. Like, yeah, they may make a mistake and still continue fighting, and they may miss you on the minimap, but that shouldn't be a realistic approach. You shouldn't play around the possible mistakes that enemies can make. You should think like they are the good players and they gonna react decently. And that's my point. And now Zyra with the full resources fights you. He beats you in the lane. He pushes faster than you, and he roams. Like there's not much to do. What I would advise you to change is, in this point, when you decide to stay, like you are seeing that SYNDRA is not in the lane. SYNDRA clearly can push this and beat you in the wave. So SYNDRA is not afraid of a gank too. I don't think SYNDRA with Flash would ever be afraid of a Tryndamere gank. So if SYNDRA is not showing here, he's either going base or roaming or trying to cheese you. Well, we know he's not in the base because he just came from base. If he's trying to cheese you, I don't think that's ever gonna fucking work. So that's also not an option. So he's roaming. You know that without the vision. Like, you don't even need to vision or this vision. Now, if you look at the minimap, you are pushing the wave. That's good. Why are you stopping the push? Like, you see Diana, you know Zyra is going bot lane. So just hit the tower. You have TP already. It's like you have 1 grabs. You can take a plate and damage on mid tower is good. And continue playing your game. You have a Tryndamere who is strong and gonna be fed in this game. You can path towards top lane. You can roam top lane. Like you have a scaling team. Everything can be okay. The only thing I would adjust is you pushing this wave and hitting tower. Other than that, I think you should have just base to match tempo with Tryndamere, because like I mentioned at the beginning, bot lane jungle camps are up. You're gonna see some action in bot side most probably, and you don't want this to happen ever. Like Zyra is roaming and it's kind of meaningless. Like, enemy team gets everything done by the time Zyra arrives here, but this same situation can happen, and this champion might be a Katarina in the next game. And you want to either gain something on the map or do something on other side of the map, or mesh the play at the beginning of the round. Now, to make everything clear, I will just push this and press recall because my Tryndamere is recalling and something is gonna happen in bot side. Maybe not, but you are not gonna beat Zyra in this situation. And it's not like if you get 100 gold, if you get the next cannon wave, you're gonna finish an item and start beating this Zyra. That's also not a option or realistic in this situation. So just mesh the tempo, recall for the tempo. That's my take. If you have any other question, you can ask me. And maybe I should have talked about this at the beginning of the video, but I am more than pleased to answer this kind of situations. Please just don't hesitate to hit me up with questions or this kind of stuff. I am more than pleased and happy to answer or return to this kind of things. So yeah, that's it. Good luck. If you have any questions, you can ask it in the Discord. Bye bye. Not that.